What's up, everybody? I'm back again, this time with a video for Route 3. The first thing in Route 3 that you'll find is the Daycare Center, which is a staple of Pokemon ever since Gold and Silver. This is where you can drop off your Pokemon, and each step that you take gives your Pokemon that is in the Daycare Center a certain amount of experience. So, not only does it gain levels when it's inside of there, you can also use it to breed Pokemon. And actually, I guess technically, Red and Blue also had a daycare center south of Cerulean City, except back then you couldn't breed, so that's why I thought it was in Gold and Silver first. But technically, since the very first game, actually, um, here is the it's like a nursery or something like that, or I guess like a human daycare, I guess. And inside there, you can heal your Pokemon as you saw me do. And there are some trainers to battle over to the west of it. First off is Nursery Aid Autumn. She has a Lillipup for her first Pokemon. And then, secondly, she has a Muna, which is the first trainer that we've battled thus far with a Muna. And pretty much it will typically use its attack, and I think it has Hypnosis, and there you just saw Harden. So it's actually pretty tough because it can use Harden to increase its defense, and it has pretty good defense and pretty good HP, I believe. So, and then on top of that, it probably, I don't know if this early in the game they have Moonlight, but later on in the game they have Moonlight, which heals its HP. So it's actually a really tough opponent throughout the entire game. So if you see a Muna or a Musharna throughout the game, try to send out a Pokemon with like a bug move or dark so you can take it out easily. And then beyond her, there are three preschoolers. The first one there had a Panpour. The second one has a Panseer, and the final one over in the corner has a Pansage. And I guess technically this is the first time that you'll be able to fight all three of them, because the first gym battle you fought whichever one is strong against your starter, but here we actually get to fight all of them. So here we're going to finish off this third one who thinks he can use Hyper Beam IRL. But, and then south of this guy, preschooler Tully, is an Ultra Ball that's hidden in the grass, and it's the first Ultra Ball you can get in the game. And the Ultra Ball's like by far the most practical ball to use to catch Pokemon, because the only thing stronger than it is either A, like specialty balls like, you know, the Dusk Ball that only work in specific, you know, conditions, and you know beyond that is like the Master Ball, but you only get like, you know, one of those per game typically. So there's the Ultra Ball. So if you find a special Pokemon that you want, go ahead and use that on it. But fortunately, later on in the game, Ultra Balls are very abundant, so it's not that big of a deal to find them or buy them. And I cut out me going back to the Pokemon Center, but in reality, again, you can just heal yourself at the like daycare center. And this is the first double battle in the game, I believe. And double battles, for anybody who doesn't know what they are, they're just like single battles, except, well, with a total of 4 Pokemon altogether at once. And sadly, they're kind of not really used that well in the games. It was introduced in Ruby and Sapphire, and unfortunately, ever since then, it hasn't really taken off. I mean, in Ruby and Sapphire, there was one double gym leader battle, but after that, there really, you know, wasn't much. Like, even throughout the game, they didn't really have that many double battles. And I think they added more in Emerald, but you know, even trying to remember, like in Diamond and Pearl, there weren't that many double battles. Uh, anyway, right now we're battling Sharon, but at this point in the game, he doesn't really have anything that's terribly difficult. He just has his starter Pokemon and Purloin, and we've seen plenty of Purloins throughout the game, so that's not really difficult. And it should be pretty simple. But after we defeat him, you see some Plasma Grunts run by, and then quickly after them is Bianca and this little, like, preschooler. And she's saying that her Pokemon got stolen. So, of course, being the awesome people that we are, we're going to go save her Pokemon. And Cheren runs off before us. And then after this, we can go up here, and I believe this is, yeah, a Super Potion. After I get, like, back-to-back wild battles. And then right there you can see Cheren. But first, you'll want to, battle this Pokemon breeder for some experience. Especially considering her Pokemon aren't that difficult. She just has a Patrat, a Pidove, and a Lillipup. And I think this is the first Pidove battle we have, so... But realistically, Pidove really isn't that notable of a Pokemon, to be honest. It's just like Pidgey or Starly. So, and yeah, realistically, that's another gripe that I have with Pokemon games. Like, why do they introduce Pokemon like Pidove when there's already a 3-stage, like, flying type Pokemon evolution group? Like, why? What purpose does Pidove serve? In my opinion, it serves no purpose. Like, there's absolutely no reason why they should have made Pidove. But, I don't know. Maybe it's because they decided they wanted to, like, restart Pokemon and, they weren't going to be using Pidgey or Starly in this generation until after you beat the game. But that's another tangent that I'll probably end up getting to another time. So now all you have to do is go and talk to Cheren, and once you say yes to his question, you'll both go inside of Wellspring Cave, and I will see you in the next video there.